Okay, and then right over here is where we're gonna put your dance floor.
All right.
South Park just obliterated the White House in its latest shocking episode, leaving viewers stunned and horrified. Every sacred hall, historic landmark, and symbol of power was torn apart in grotesque, unforgettable chaos. This is brutal, relentless, and emotionally charged, forcing audiences to confront the dark extremes of power and obsession. South Park has officially blown past every boundary we thought existed. The East Wing of the White House is gone, leveled, and obliterated by none other than Donald Trump himself. And the audacity of it all is staggering. This isn't some mild jab at politics or a cheeky joke about a president. No, this is pure, unfiltered chaos. South Park has torn into the very heart of American power, and what they've done is grotesque, shocking, and absolutely unforgettable. I'm talking historical landmarks like the East Colonnade, the Family Theater, even the Jacqueline Kennedy Garden, wiped out in seconds, replaced by rubble, dust, and sheer spectacle. And it gets wilder. Tech giants like Comcast, Amazon, and Meta are all funding a $300 million ballroom that now dominates what was once sacred history. Money rules here. Legacy, tradition, pride, all sacrificed on the altar of indulgence.
Look, Stan, I know it's been really hard for you the past month with us not having a home.
Meanwhile, while Trump's obsessively chasing grandeur and swinging wrecking balls, the rest of the country is spiraling into chaos.
I've tried to find work, but there's just not a lot out there. And with the government shutdown, I can't get my job back with the USGS.
The government cut school funding, so I lost my job. And then, everything costs more with all the tariffs, and my health care got cut, so I'm just struggling like a lot of Americans are.
The government shutdown has made life miserable for ordinary Americans, and South Park doesn't shy away from showing the human cost.
Pretty nice, huh, guys? There's a TV, a microwave, and we have bingo on Thursdays.
Stan and his family is forced to live in an old, crumbling shelter home, struggling to find warmth, food, and a sense of security while the president turns the White House into a neon-lit monument to vanity. South Park isn't just showing destruction, it's dissecting the moral decay behind it, pointing out how ego and lust for legacy can eclipse centuries of history, leaving nothing but chaos in their wake.
Hey, Merry Christmas!
Now let me tell you about Trump's obsession with grandeur. It doesn't stop at demolition. Every swing of the wrecking ball, every shattered window, every crumbling hall is like a statement. Excess is running wild and nothing can stop it. The East Wing isn't just a building anymore, it's a playground for self-indulgence. South Park doesn't just show this, they savagely highlight it with humor that slices through the absurdity straight into your brain.
Okay, so then over here is where you're gonna have the big golden pillars that you guys wanted.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Okay, and then right over here is where we're gonna put your dance floor.
All right.
Wait, dance floor? I thought we were knocking the East Wing down to make room for the nursery.
Combine the destruction of history with tech money literally dictating priorities, and you've got a tension that's impossible to ignore. This isn't just satire, it's a mirror held up to power. It forces us to ask, what do we accept from those in charge? How far does ego go before it erases the very thing it's supposed to protect? Watching history literally torn down for a vanity project is thrilling, horrifying, and oddly hypnotic. South Park doesn't let you look away for a second.
But we need to speak with you urgently. It's a matter of national security.
And just when you think it can't get more absurd, Satan enters the picture. Let me explain. She's pregnant with Trump's child. Yes, the ruler of hell herself, overseeing the collapse of the White House while carrying the spawn of indulgence and chaos. It's shocking, it's horrifying, and somehow it's hilariously twisted.
This baby is too much for you.
I tried abortion clinics, Plan B, but this baby just won't die.
And that is how my guy in Colorado can help us both. Only he can stop the Antichrist.
And don't think the chaos stops there. The spirits of the demolished East Wing are everywhere, haunting Trump and Satan at every turn. South Park is blending political satire with dark comedy in a way that's devastatingly effective. That pregnancy isn't just grotesque, it's symbolic. It's a statement that unchecked power and obsession have consequences that linger far beyond the moment, leaving permanent marks on history and morality alike.
In the corner.
Inside the White House, let me tell you, it's a madhouse. Every scene is a testament to indulgence. The halls, once meant to inspire awe and reverence, are now stages for lust, chaos, and supernatural terror.
What is that? Deception! Deception!
Kristi Noem and Stephen Miller wander through the ruins, haunted by the ghosts of the East Wing's destruction. And the comedy is savage, surreal, and so perfectly timed that you can't help but laugh while shivering at the grotesque absurdity. The contrast between what the building should represent and what's happening is so stark, it hits like a punch to the gut. South Park doesn't allow moral detachment. You're engaged, shocked, and amused all at once. The White House stops being a symbol of governance. It becomes a den of madness, a monument to indulgence, and the satire hits harder because of it.
Oh, there you are, Mr. President. I need to talk to you.
No, Brendan Carr, don't!
Whoa! Oh, 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 oh.
The FCC guy must have ankles.
Then things take an even darker turn. Trump hatches a twisted plan to eliminate Satan's unborn child. Yeah, I said it. Absolute power colliding with supernatural morality, creating a scenario that's as horrifying as it is ridiculous.
Mr. Carr, why do you keep meddling in my plans? Oh, I've been trying to convince the boss to get rid of the baby. I'm next in line to be president. That baby cannot be born.
South Park isn't exaggerating for the sake of shock. They're holding a mirror up to political overreach, greed, and moral corruption. There's real horror in watching a man in power confront forces beyond his control, and yet, in true South Park style, it's hilarious in its absurdity. The White House is no longer a residence or a seat of democracy. It's a battlefield of fear, desire, and surreal moral chaos. You laugh, you gasp, maybe even wince, but you can't look away.
Nobody feels for you the way that I do. Nobody does.
And just when you think it can't get more ridiculous, the Lincoln bedroom scene shatters all expectations. Trump and Vance engage in a surreal, grotesque romance right in the hallowed halls. The sacredness of the space is obliterated and replaced by absurdity, chaos, and scandalous indulgence. A room meant for reflection on leadership, honor, and history is now a stage for grotesque satire.
Are you there, sir?
Hello? Hello?
Yes, Mr. President, what is going on?
We're doing some great things here. More than Sleepy Joe Biden over here. Everything's great.
Well, what about you and the vice president?
Relax, girl.
And let me tell you, the audacity of South Park here is unmatched. They're skewering scandal culture, celebrity obsession with power, and the extremes of indulgence, all in one fell swoop. The audience, squirming, laughing, shaking their heads in disbelief. Every sacred hall is fair game. No reverence is safe. No tradition spared.
Epstein!
Nope, you're right. Let's stop this.
But the haunting doesn't stop. The ghosts of the East Wing linger, echoing through the demolished halls. They clash violently with the grotesque present, a building that is both a symbol of history and a playground for chaos. South Park uses these spirits to amplify the moral critique. Indulgence leaves a mark. Ego has lingering consequences. America's foundational principles, honor, duty, respect for history, are literally haunted by the excess and moral collapse happening inside its most famous building. And let me tell you, the episode makes it crystal clear. Power, obsession, and moral decay leave permanent scars.
Yes, we're paranormal investigators. We've been asked to come and investigate the mysterious woman in the hat.
Every single sequence in the episode layers comedy, horror, and social critique. Scenes are funny in the twistedest way, horrifyingly plausible in their exaggeration, and emotionally resonant because of their symbolic weight. South Park transforms the White House into a theater of absurdity and excess. Power, lust, corruption, and history collide in a way that's both hilarious and terrifying. By the time the episode ends, the White House is unrecognizable, a haunted monument to obsession. The ghosts, the love, the destruction, the chaos, it all lingers. You're forced to confront grotesque truths about power, human obsession, and history itself.
I am Stephen Miller, Senior Advisor to the President for Immigration and Domestic Policy.
Let me tell you about the visuals because they are unforgettable. Gold fixtures gleam under neon lights. Shattered chandeliers swing in the ruins. Portraits of past presidents seem to watch in silent horror. Trump struts through the wreckage like a king in a palace of chaos, every step reminding you that history has been sacrificed for spectacle. The East Wing is a twisted playground, and every corner screams indulgence. South Park doesn't just show narcissism, it makes it living, palpable, and impossible to ignore. The ghosts of AIDS wandering the halls amplify the absurdity. Their torment is comic, surreal, and a stark reminder that the consequences of ego and obsession are inescapable. And as the episode dives deeper into grotesque absurdity, the tension escalates. Trump's plan to confront Satan's unborn child paired with the Lincoln bedroom antics turns the White House into a surreal battlefield. Every wall, every room, every hallway becomes a stage for lust, ambition, and moral collapse. South Park masterfully blends comedy and horror, highlighting the extremes of unchecked power. Viewers laugh, are shocked, and reflect on the absurdity all at once. By the end, the White House isn't just a building. It's a living symbol of chaos, corruption, and indulgence, exaggerated brilliantly to leave a lasting impression.
You! What? You? What did he do? He lies!
By layering destruction, lust, supernatural horror, and grotesque humor, South Park creates a narrative that sticks in your head. Sacred symbols are twisted to absurdity, satire that is fearless, brutal, and unforgettable. The White House is unrecognizable, haunted, desecrated, yet strangely compelling. This isn't just a Halloween special, it's a savage critique of power, obsession, and human folly, lingering in the minds of viewers long after the credits roll. The audacity, the comedy, the horror, it's a perfect storm of grotesque brilliance. South Park didn't just entertain, it destroyed, it savaged, it critiqued, and it forced everyone watching to reckon with a White House that has been transformed into a monument to excess, chaos, and moral decay.